Azhar, do you think the Indian team got complacent after putting up such a big score? Zahir Khan said immediately after the match that we didn't think England would come close to chasing 338. Was that the problem, or are you concerned about the weakness of India's bowling attack?
Well, to be very honest, I think first of all, when India scored those runs, I mean, we have a very good batting side. We are expected to do well. So that's secondary, because I think the bowling. I mean, after what Zahir said, I mean 338 is a very big total. But then if you give, 338 runs bowling second, and I think most of the players look a little bit jaded. Most of the players look to me a bit tired, and I think the first and foremost thing I think they should address is the fitness problem. I don't think there are many players who are very fit. I mean, I'm sorry to say that, but that's the reality, and I think it's a wake-up call for India. I think if they have to really go to the final, I think they really have to field well, they really have to bowl well, because I don't think we have the pace in the bowling. Okay, maybe Zahir can bowl at times with pace, but with Nehra injured and Munaf and Sreesanth bowling all over, I think we need to do a reality check, and I think we need to address the first and foremost problem, the fitness problem.
Those are strong words coming from someone who's captained India in 3 World Cups. I want to go across to Nasir Hussain. We've established now, Nasir, that there's a problem. What, according to you, is the solution? Saurav Ganguly spoke about the composition for the next matches. We tried Sreesanth, he got hammered. We tried Piyush Chawla, he wasn't effective. What would you suggest India do for the next matches?
Well, I'd suggest they read conditions better. I think they didn't read the conditions. Everyone presumed, I think, it was going to be like the Australia warm-up match. It's going to turn square, so we'll play our spinner because it's England. But Chawla didn't bowl well. That's the bottom line. And listen, let's not criticise too much team selection, etc. You pick your bowlers. Chawla just did not deliver. He bowled too many short balls and he got whacked. So I think you can. Your captain is only as good as how your bowlers deliver. I will say about Dhoni, I thought there were some unusual field settings at times. For a long time, for a lot of the players, he had a leg slip in. And even in the subcontinent, I do not in one-day cricket see catches taken at leg slip, especially when batsmen like Strauss are sweeping. There was no mid-wicket. And I thought India just didn't keep the pressure on long enough. You are going to go for boundaries, but there were too many ones and twos. And because the fielders looked tired and slightly old, they ran well. England ran better than India. So the solutions aren't just very easy to change from Sreesanth to Chawla, then go from Chawla to Nehra. That's not the solution to keep chopping and changing. It's to know what your best side is, read the conditions well, and bowl well. Chawla is a frontline bowler. Harbhajan is a frontline bowler. They need to deliver and bowl well in all conditions.
Okay, you've spoken about captaincy and about bowling. I'll take them both one by one, but Saurav Ganguly, to you first, the question about bowling. Chawla wasn't effective, Sreesanth wasn't effective, Ashish Nehra, we're not certain if he's fit. What's the solution? What would the ideal combination be going forward?
I think, let's be honest, none of the bowlers except Bresnan was effective on that wicket. Zahir had a very good spell in the power play, but rest of the bowlers have been very ordinary, and that's got to do a lot with the way England and India batted in this game and also on the surface. For India, the way forward will be, as we've all said in the past and a number of times, that they need to look at the combination. At times, 2 and 2 spinners can get a bit predictable, especially when your part-time bowlers are spinners. So India will have to look at 3 quicks. Even if you look at this game in Bangalore, the seamers did the damage. Zahir came and picked those 3 wickets in that power play, which got back India into this game. So sometimes it's not completely old-fashioned or completely the wrong way to go with 3 quicks, thinking that your spinners are your strength and your spinners do the job. So India has to get the right balance, and I think for them the right balance is 3 quicks and 1 spinner, and then expect Yusuf Pathan and Yuvraj Singh to bowl well. Or if they actually feel that they need 2 genuine frontline spinners, then they'll have to go with 5 batsmen. As I've said before, India has got a very good 12. The problem for Dhoni will be to pick that best possible 11.
Azhar, there's also been a lot of talk about the need to play the 5th specialist bowler, that 4 are clearly not good enough for the job. Get the 5th bowler in, the batting's doing well, get an extra bowler in.
No, I think when you have a very strong batting side, I mean, I always felt that as a captain or as a player, I mean, if your 5 players, the first 5 players don't deliver, I mean, batting, I mean, you can't depend on the tail enders to score runs. At times it would happen, yes, they will score runs. But honestly feel that I think they should play 5 bowlers and have the best 5 batsmen, because the batting is doing very well, and I don't see any reason why they should not play the 5 bowlers, because I think the bowling got a little bit exposed in the last couple of games.
Okay.
And then hopefully they should play 5 bowlers and play on maybe slower wickets.